Hi, everyone. How are you guys? It has been what, like a month, 2 months? I don't even know. How long has it been? I think since November. Hi, Seal. Good to see you. Just waiting. I know it's going to take a second for everybody to come in. I probably lost probably dang near all of my audience at this point. I don't even know what to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you guys the adventures, I guess, that have happened over the past month and a half and where I have kind of been for the last, forever. Hi, Ocean Tide. I know, a long time. Too long. Too long. Let me see here. I don't even know how to get this back off of the screen. How do I get rid of it? It just wants me to pull up new images, more images. Yeah. Hi, Levy. Hi, BC. Without the rock. Yeah. You guys have to know. I have been losing my mind missing you guys just as much as I'm sure some of you. I could say probably not everybody, but just as much as some of you guys have missed me too. Um, so it's been crazy. I think the last time that I spoke with you guys, a lot of you guys knew that baby Sleuth was going through testing to see if she was having seizures or not. I think most everybody should know that at this point. Um, and we were going through the different EEGs and stuff like that, and getting radio frequency waves of her brain, and trying to figure out if baby Sleuth was having seizures or what was going on, because this is something that her school had noticed. Now, it's important to notate that her cousin had also been in the same school and had noticed seizures in her cousin. And then they actually found her. She was diagnosed with epilepsy, right? Her cousin was. That was probably about 6 months, 8 months ago. And so then on baby Sleuth's like first couple weeks of school, they simply asked my husband whenever we went to go pick her up the one day if she also had seizures like her cousin does. And it was one of those situations where we're like, no, what are you talking about? Like, no, she doesn't have seizures. So anyway, so they were looking for epilepsy in her, and all of the tests were coming out negative. She wasn't showing any signs of seizures. Nothing odd was coming out of it, but the doctor, because the school had been a reputable source to diagnose someone in the past, because her teacher has somebody in her own family that has focal seizures and things like that, you know, the doctor really wanted to check every single box and just go into things, and to make sure that he did a full thorough check. After he did two different EEGs on her, an overnight one and a quick, like, 90-minute one, he he went ahead and scheduled an MRI. And so anyway, so my mind was already going crazy. She was having these different spells, and even on her birthday, like, we had taken her out to eat to her favorite restaurant. She had had a spell earlier that day, allegedly, and she was just out of it her entire birthday, and that was November 5th. Um, Towards the end of November is when I kind of stopped going live, and it's because these tests started to get, more intense. Like I said, she had to have an MRI done. In the meantime, we also were dealing with medical stuff for my aunt that you guys know that I help out with and stuff like that, and just general Christmas activities and things like that, just busyness. So we went for baby Sleuth's MRI, and there is nothing on her MRI that shows that she could potentially be having seizures, which, praise God. We're very, very thankful. It does not look like baby Sleuth has epilepsy. And I see all of you guys coming in. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for being here. I just want to make sure that I don't lose track. on what I'm saying here, because I know a lot of you guys that, are pretty close with me and stuff like that. You guys have been praying for her and really wanting to follow up with what exactly is going on with her. So however, during this MRI, they had found a endolymaphatic. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. I'm probably just gonna spell it for you guys because I mess up saying it every single time that I try to say it. Um, so it's an Endolymphatics. So an endolymaphatic duct cyst, and that was a 0.9 centimeter cyst that is basically in the back of her brain where her ear canal is, and where, like, the space in between her brain and her ear canal of her right ear. And then they also noticed that she had a dilated vestibular aqueduct. And so, what the heck does that mean, right? So, being the sleuth that I am against doctor advice, I started Googling everything, because the neurologist essentially told us whenever we got these results that this isn't his field. He can't give us details or very in depth answers that a parent would want, finding out that there is this cyst essentially in her brain, or, well, behind her brain and in her ear canal. Um, and we needed to go see an ENT surgeon. So that was about a week of me doing endless Google searches like we do as internet sleuths, and trying to figure out exactly what we were dealing with. So we did actually go to the hospital. Let's see, it would have been, has it been 2 days or one day? I don't even know what day today is versus when we actually found out. So I gotta actually look at my text messages between everybody. So what, it's been 2 days? Was it Monday that I went? Yeah, Monday. So Monday we seen the ENT surgeon. And the ENT surgeon, she was like, "Listen, we want to do a measurement of her ear, and also a hearing test, and then we'll go from there." And so we went and they put this thing in her ear and did like some type of sonogram type measurements of her ear, and then they did a hearing test. And baby sleuth has um, like moderate to severe hearing loss in her right ear. So the next step is, because the MRI was of her brain and not of her right side where this growth is, they can't actually tell me if this is a cyst for sure. We do have to go for an MRI with contrast and a CT scan of that side of her head. She also is ordering a thyroid ultrasound. I had to think of the word. She's also ordering a thyroid ultrasound of baby sleuth's thyroid, because um, the issue is, so this could be just a cyst, right? That's what we're praying for, that it's just a cyst, that it's going to be okay. The other side of things is, typically whenever they see this cyst, now mind you, this is something rare apparently that happens, um, that this could actually be a tumor. And it could be the tumors that happen in that area are actually very malicious in nature. And so it's a lot. So I've just been losing my dang mind, basically, and just trying to make sure that everything is getting taken care of. We had to take her for different blood work and different things like that, as well as dealing with my other kids and stuff. So really, just to let the community know how everything is going, this is where we are. We are waiting for them to call me back. I did have to wait a day or 2 to call to schedule the CT scan. So I did call this morning, and so we're just waiting. We're waiting for the phone call back, to get her scheduled for the MRI with contrast and the CT scan, so that they can see exactly what they're dealing with in a more close-up nature, and then we'll decide, does she need surgery? Does Are they going to have to remove this? They did tell me that it's a very complex surgery because of where it would be located, and that it's not always the recommended method. However, if it does turn out to be a tumor, then obviously it is going to need to be removed. Um, Inevitably, regardless of if it's a tumor or a cyst, she will eventually completely lose her hearing in her right ear. So we're kind of dealing with that, which with technology these days, I mean, honest to goodness, technology these days, I know that there's cochlear devices, cochlear, I don't even know how to say it. There's hearing aids, there's all of these different implants and things like that. And so I know that that's something that she'll get through. I know that there's a lot that comes with that. I don't want to minimize, you know, people who have already undergone those surgeries and those implants and things like that. Um, but that's kind of where we're at. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, I guess. And I don't know, I'm here. I apologize for being so gone. But it's been a crazy, um it's been a lot, right? And so in order to make sure that I was sane enough to deal with my family and stuff like that, I just had to kind of back off and focus on everybody's needs throughout, and then um my own mental health through it as well. On the other side of things, my aunt who I help take care of, she her cancer is back. It's in her thyroid again. They had only taken out a portion of her thyroid because they didn't realize it was cancer the last time, and they thought it was just a goiter. And and so her cancer is back, so she has surgery to have the rest of her thyroid removed in February. So I'll be going out there and staying with her for a few days through that. And so we just have a lot of stuff going on in reality. So let me catch up and chat. I do apologize for that. I just had to make sure that I got it all out and tried to not get emotional while I was saying it, because it's been a lot to take in. It just really has. Some other things that have happened though, as far as the channel and things like that, put a 1 in the chat if you guys were here whenever I covered Kaylee Jones' case. Um, I have some different information coming about Haley Jones' case in the future here. So thank you so much, Mama Bear, for supporting the channel for 22 months. That's crazy. That is crazy. Thank you so much, Bushes. 33 months. It is. It's good to be home. I've missed you guys so much. I really have. It's just been a lot. I just had to make sure, my family's good. I am always going to be sleuth mom first, right? Always going to be sleuth mom first. My kids are the most important thing in the world. Yeah, hi BC. Absolutely. I know that there's been a couple of you guys who have been really, messaging me and stuff like that, and I haven't really been able to respond to messages because I haven't really known what's going on exactly. This week is the first week that I really have full answers to be able to say, like, okay, this is definitively what is going on. And even now, is it just a cyst? I'm praying to God that it's just a cyst and that it's not this endochials I don't know, endolimatic sac tumor is what they typically turn into. And so we're just praying that that's not the case. Hi, chicken lady. I seen the videos of Hey Hey. I've been showing the girls them. They've been cracking up. They love it. Absolutely love the fact that they have a chicken across the world. So, oh man. Hi, BGOG. Yeah, definitely keep praying. Hi, Nene. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry for your loss, Nene. I should be back now. Oh, on top of all of this, my job has had me full-time hours for goodness, like I don't know, what was it, 20 weeks? It's been nonstop full-time hours, extra hours, more than what I freaking wanted to do. But so I'm back to part-time hours, thank God. So I should be back down to like, right in the average range so that I have more time to go. Your sister lost her hearing in her right ear due to an injury from the doctor who went too deep. Wow. While cleaning out her ears, bursted her eardrums. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This was before all the technology. She's done well. You wouldn't even know it. See, they do. They adjust. And she, mm, I don't know. It's not the same thing, but you were legally deaf until after kindergarten. You had some kind of growth on both your eardrums and had to have surgery to remove it before between kindergarten and first grade. Gooder G. I love you too. Thank you guys. Yeah, everything is gonna work out. Junior is strong. Junior, baby sleuth is like a monster. Honestly, she's a beastie little child, man. She is so tough and so I don't know, she's so unique with her personality. It's amazing to see how I don't even know how to say it, like, honestly. He's a rooster. That's funny. Yep. Hey, hey is a rooster. That's funny. I know that she's gonna be fine. Honestly, it's just I guess it's just the initial, like, the find out stage, right? The find out stage is always so stressful. I will say though, I have leaned very hard on the Lord through all of this. And a lot of you guys know I take my Christianity very serious and my relationship with the Lord very serious. And, he has just held us through all of this, and every single appointment that we were supposed to go to has been scheduled like weeks or months away and things like that. And before every single appointment, they have had a cancellation to be able to get us in weeks earlier than what they were supposed to. So that's been a huge blessing, so that I don't completely lose my mind. It's been a huge blessing being able to do these tests back to back to back. I mean, we're talking this past one was supposed to be in March, and they had a cancellation, or this next one, I guess I should say, they have a cancellation, and so they called me. Uh, let's see, when is it? It is gonna be. Oh, I didn't write it down. Where are we at? Oh, I'm in the wrong month. That's right, wrong. Okay, so I have a follow-up with the ENT surgeons, and they were, like, looking at March for dates, and then they called me today, and they were like, "Hey, we have an opening January 23rd." So we're getting in, like, months earlier than what we were supposed to. And then on Monday, so get this, Monday, um I had to take the baby sleuth for blood work before we went out to the doctor because they wanted to check her thyroid and make sure it's in natural levels and things like that. Because like I said, with the cyst in this area, if it's a tumor, it's very common for it to also attack the thyroid, and cause like thyroid cancer and stuff like that. And so they wanted to just get her thyroid levels, and that came out normal, thank God. Um, she does have normal thyroid readings. But anyway, so I take her to the hospital to get her blood work done. We walk into the hospital. I'm not even kidding. Like, so I was dreading going to the hospital lab because it's normally packed full. I mean, we're talking, you're waiting there for an hour, 2 hours just to go get blood work done. And we walk in, there was no one, literally no one in this waiting room. And so I was like, yes. Took my little number, sat down. They called me right into the room to get registered and stuff like that. By the time I came out of registration, every single chair in the waiting room was full, every single one. And so we were able to get in and get out within minutes. They gave her a little stuffy bear too for doing so well during that. Let me pull that up. They gave her a stuffy for doing so well. And then after we left there, we went and Junior had a doctor's appointment, her older sister. She had a doctor's appointment or an eye doctor appointment, and she had to get glasses. Well, anyways, so in between the two appointments, we had stopped at Wendy's to get lunch, and I had pulled into the one parking spot. I had went through the drive-through because I was just going to eat in the drive-through. Well, actually, I was going to pick up drive-through and take it down to my husband, who works like probably 2 miles away, and we were going to just eat lunch with Daddy and just chill. And so I go through the drive-through. Well, then of course, baby sleuth had to go to the bathroom, and the bathrooms at his work are gross because it's all men. Anyway, so I decided, okay, we'll just run into Wendy's and use their restrooms, and then we'll drive down to Daddy's work. So I go to back out of my parking spot that I was parked in, and I'm not even kidding, guys. My brake went straight to the floor. I literally lost my brakes pulling out of my parking spot. And I'm just thinking to myself, we were supposed to go to the eye doctor. We were supposed to go to children's today. Like we were supposed to do all this more running because her children's hospital appointment was until 4 in the afternoon. So we were going to go like after he got off work. And I lost my brakes in the parking lot at Wendy's. And I was just like praising God because so many people were praying for us to have safe travels and things like that. That this we also had a blizzard on Monday, of course. There's snow everywhere. But so the safety like that was provided, it happened in the most convenient location possible. Like literally already in a parking spot, lost my brakes, and my husband was able to just drive up the hill from work. We took his truck, everything was good. But it could have been so bad. Like, I'm just thinking about all of the snow and how bad the roads were while we were traveling and stuff like that. If we would have lost our brakes while we were traveling, I don't know. So I'm just so thankful that, he has really just watched out for us every step of the way, every single step of the way. Um, but yeah. So anyways, let me pull up this picture because you guys can see her little bear that she got. She actually got a stuffy after her MRI too. They gave her a stuffed animal, and then they gave her a stuffy at the doctor's office too for doing so good during her thing. I got a picture of Junior with her glasses. Let me pull that up too. I'll just show you guys the kids. Give me a second, sorry. Gotta like send it to myself. Uh, Let me pull it up. So but anyways, I figured that I would do like a kind of like tell you guys where I've been live. And then the hope is that we can jump into cases after this. Now, what I'm actually intending to do is we're going to go back through Kaylee Jones's case. And the reason for that is Kaylee Jones actually reached out to me and she would like to come on for an interview. So this is Baby Sleuth after she got her stuffy. Check her out. That's her after getting her blood work done. They gave her a lollipop, they gave her a stuffy, they got her all hooked up. Junior getting her glasses. She's all pumped up. She got to pick them out herself, her being silly. So, there's that. Hi, Ramblin'. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, so we're going to go back down through Kaylee Jones' case. Kaylee Jones reached out to me and she wants to come on and do an interview because she feels like as a child who ran away and had things happen to her while she was gone and how she was lured out of her home, the ways that they decided to convince her to leave and things like that. She thinks it's an important message. Let me just read the message she sent to me. She said, "This is Kaylee Jones. You did an interview with my parents a couple years ago. There are parts of the story that nobody knows, and I keep thinking, why did I go through all of this if I can't help anyone? What is the purpose of it? I want to help people. I want I want to share my story, and I think you can help me with that. I'm unable to share the events of what happened while I was gone, but I am able to share how my life has changed, what happened before the event, and what happened after the event, and how I'm able to carry on. Maybe I could be a story of hope for the children who are going through something similar to what I went through. Um, m- to children who don't have a good home that they're growing up in. I want to be a change in the world, and I think contacting you is a good start." And so she wants to come on and do an interview and kind of talk about, some of the struggles that she was going through inside of her home and after she came back, after she was saved or found. Now, she can't talk about the details as to what happened to her. There is criminal type stuff that occurred, that she just doesn't want to relive. She doesn't want to rehash it. And she also can't rehash it. And so, but yeah, so we're going to have her on probably Friday or Saturday this week and see what all she has to say. So, yeah, no problem, guys. I know they are huge, right? Baby Sleuth is officially 2 inches taller than Junior. It's so funny because people are always shocked whenever we're out and stuff that she's the baby. So until they hear them talk, whenever they hear them talk, then they know, because obviously Junior is 6, so she's very you know more well spoken. She's more well spoken than Baby Sleuth. So, but yeah, I don't know. So, like I said, though, this is just kind of going to be a short live in between things. And then I actually reached out to Locomai also. And hopefully, Locomai and um, I told her that I am able to be live tonight if she wants to do a live. I'm not sure what her schedule looks like and what her life has been like. We kind of both got insanely crazy busy at the same time. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll be live tonight as well. Over there on Local My Life, I think is where we are. Hi, Struggle is real. It's good to see you. Um, but hopefully, we'll be able to get picked back up with our Wednesday evening lives, and we'll also be able to get back into, you know, all the things over here. So 26 months, that's crazy. So long. Everybody's been so long. Thank you guys for all supporting for forever. And thanks to everybody who came in to hang out for a couple minutes, in between. I'm on my lunch break right now at work. I'm actually currently, in between schedules. So I appreciate you guys though. I was like worried. I was like, I'm gonna go live. It's gonna be just Seal. Just Seal and BC in the audience. Nobody's gonna be here anymore. Done lost everybody, fell off the face of the earth. I'm sure YouTube algorithm is gonna be like, I don't know. We're gonna have to do work. Gonna have to put some work in to get back out there. But I don't know. I could not put any focus into preparing any type of a live stream through all of this. I had to breathe. I had to step back and just, focus on the important stuff. Not that you guys aren't important, but had to focus on family for a little bit. So, yeah, thanks. I know, right? We've missed you. Yeah, I've missed you guys too. I really have. You just all have to share on Facebook, right? Wait until I'm covering something that matters before you start sharing on Facebook, though, because then people will be like, I'm never going back to that channel for another live. That was ridiculous. So, geez. BC, I hope you're feeling good. I know you got some stuff going on too. You got the notification and came running, right? Family does come first every single time. Every single time. So, all right, I got to clock back in at work. Love you guys. Thank you all so much for coming in. I will see you guys hopefully tonight with Local My. If she doesn't do a live um, with me, then maybe I'll have to just jump on and figure something out. So,